Welcome to tonight's ball game. We're at the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Bill Hampton along with
Tommy Jacobs.
And Tommy, we've already seen back-to-back what you might call upsets as far as the seeding goes. But really, we got 14 teams in here that we felt like had a shot at winning the last two games. Twin Rivers got beaten the last game 64-62, and the game prior to that, it was Puxico over Dexter 73-64.
Right.
This game coming up that Tommy and I will be doing will be the Kennett and the Malden game. Malden played Kennett 8 days ago at Malden and beat them pretty handedly, beat them 16 points. Tommy, I was surprised at the margin of victory. Malden got up early and stayed up, kept that margin anywhere from 12 to 20 points throughout the game. But I expect a much better ball game tonight out of the Kennett Indians.
I do too. Malden got out on them lanes, stopped those boys, those 3-point shooters. I'm going to tell you what, this Kennett Indians got some good athletes, and they can turn it on pretty quick. And I look for a good ball game. Both teams got some fine athletes, and I think this is going to be one of the better games of the night.
Well, we've seen some good ball games, and we thought that we would in this first round as way the teams were paired up, and it really looks good.
That's right.
Let's talk about the Malden Green Wave. Robert Eisen, the head coach. Assistant coach is Evgeny Sokolov. And for the Kennett Indians, head coach Jim Vaughn, he's assisted by Craig O'Neill and John Patton. Referees in this ball game going to be Matt Kinney, Bobby Godwin, and Tom Roth. And you've got the cheerleaders for Malden. We didn't get the Kennett cheerleaders.
No, we didn't. We'll try to get them for tomorrow. Kennett Malden cheerleaders, Jamaica McCoy, Angelica Hamilton, Latrilla McCoy, Misty Galloway, Quintez Jones, Alexa Kilgore, Jessica Burton, Anna Johnson, Logan Noe, Alicia Wallace, Krista Herbst, Scarlett Dinkins, Taylor Shelton, Chastity Mannix, and Ashley Wallace. Malden has a very good cheerleading squad, and so does Kennett. We saw them up there last week.
Well, this game tonight brought to you in part by Allen Christian, A-plus medical equipment, Three Rivers Community College, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, historic downtown Dexter's, the attorneys of Welch, Todd, and Parker in Malden, and also Glenn Sane of Rector, Kennett, and Paragould. If you enjoy watching high school basketball on YHC TV, then make sure you stop by those sponsors and tell them how much you enjoy them bringing that game. Tommy, before we do the go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think I'm Jamaica. I call her Jamaica McCoy. It's Jamaica Robinson. I'm sorry.
Okay. We got that corrected. Before we give you the starting lineups tonight, we're going to take a break. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Well, everybody's got the same vehicles to sell. All we have to sell is service and reputation.
You seem to want to treat the customer the way you want to be treated.
They're going to be treated good. They're going to get good service. Going to get a good vehicle.
Taking care of the people after the sale. We feel like we're absolutely the best.
It's all a family, customers and the people who work here.
We have a good reputation with a lot of good people.
I only have Allen Christian in Dexter.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful, historic downtown Dexter.
Visit or call Wallace & Owens Country Mart Bakery for all your special occasions. Steaks, chops, hams, and seafoods are just a few specialties you will find at Wallace & Owens Country Mart.
Morgan Furniture and Appliance has name brands such as Justice, Ashley, Cochran, Best Chair, Sealy, Whirlpool, and KitchenAid. That's Morgan Furniture and Appliance in downtown Dexter.
The Bunny Patch has formal wear for all occasions. Looking for prom, pageant, and bridal accessories, including shoes and jewelry? Shop the Bunny Patch, where you can also get tuxedo rentals.
A-plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch, and generally, no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-plus way. A-plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
Well, Tommy, we're about ready for the introduction of starting lineups. Malden comes in this tournament seeded 7th. Right. Kennett comes in seeded 10th. Again, I expect a very close game. It could go either way.
That's exactly right.
I expected a very close game the other night at Malden. And Malden's quicker than I thought. They shoot the ball well. Kennett's extremely quick.
Yes, they are.
Again, Kennett Indians coached by Jim Vaughn, assisted by Craig O'Neill and John Patton. Starting lineups for Kennett: Jarvis Finley wears number 5, a 6'1 junior. Number 10, a 6'5 junior, Blake Parr, good athlete.
Yes, he is a good athlete.
Number 15, Ishmael Whitstone. He is a 6'1 junior. Number 24, a 6'1 junior, Tevin Hampton. And number 32, a 5'10 senior, Ashton Harrell. For the Malden Green Wave, head coach Robert Eisen, assisted by Evgeny Sokolov. We've got the tallest coaching staff, I will assure you that.
I think so, that's right.
Number 3, a 5'8 senior, Marvin Fields.
Marvin's been doing a good job this year.
Number 11, a 6'2 senior, Chad Hudson, and he's had 30, 30, and 24 in the last 3 games.
Sure, yeah.
Number 23, a 5'11 senior, Nick Perkins. Perkins going to very good defensively. He's going to have a good night shooting the ball. Number 32, a 6'2 junior, Andy Matthews. And number 35, a 6'5 senior, Leonard Burton. That's the starting lineup for both teams. Sit back and enjoy this game on YHC TV. Glad that you joined us. Kim Stokes on the camera tonight, Tommy Jacobs on the color, and I'm Bill Hampton. Again, glad that you're with us on YHC TV. If you enjoy the game, please tell our sponsors how much you enjoy watching basketball on YHC TV. Matt Kinney to throw the ball up. Bernard Burton and Parr jump. Green Wave control. Hudson has it. Gets it to Fields. Fields to Nick Perkins, and he loses a handle on the ball. Finley with the ball for the Kennett Indians. Malden in a man-to-man. Both teams will play man-to-man. Yes, both teams will press all over the floor. Hampton has it for the Indians. Boy, Kennett moving the ball around very well. Parr kicks it out to Hampton. Hampton for 3, hits nothing. Malden on a 2-on-1 fast break. Hudson over to Matthews, in for the layup, scores it.
That's a very nice dish off.
Sure was. Good assist there by Marvin Fields. Green Wave draw first blood. Up 2-0 with 7:16 to go in the first period. Game number 7 of the 26 games, and we've got a 10-second violation.
Good defense.
Good defense on the Green Wave. Press called that turnover.
Andy Matthews is a good defensive player.
Sure is. Coming in for the Kennett Indians, number 12, Radrick Crothers, and also in is number 20, Trey Abmeyer.
Crothers a freshman. Nice player.
We got a foul on number 20, Trey Abmeyer, holding Leonard Burton at that.
And hold that shirt.
You can see the passing interference, they would call that in football. Green Wave inbound the ball. Leonard Burton threw a pie for him. He's still got it, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Nick Perkins. He puts it up, blocked. Going to be the second foul on Trey Abmeyer. He's been in less than 10 seconds, already picked up 2, and 2 fouls on the Kennett Indians. Nick Perkins to the line to shoot 2. First shot put up, will not go. In for the Kennett Indians, number 40, Jimmy Gooden. He's a 6-foot sophomore.
Kennett's got a young team, Bill.
Oh, they do. And Jim Vaughn's doing a great job with them. Perkins' second one good. Green Wave on top of the Indians 3-0 with 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Crothers with the ball for the Indians. Looks for somebody to pass to. He gets it to Gooden. Gooden still has it. Matthews on him. Ball then to Crothers. Crothers down. Nice dish off to Parr. Parr scores.
Wow.
Blake Parr, his first 2. 3-2. Malden still on top by 1. Hudson with the ball down to Perkins. Back to Hudson. Kennett in that man-to-man, and they are tenacious with it, I'll assure you. Nice pass down to Leonard Burton. He scores his first 2 of the night. 5-2, 6:20 to go in the first period. Malden on top of Kennett. Crothers a nice backdoor cut that time by Jarvis Finley. A good pass by Crothersville. 5-4, 6:05 to go. Hudson inside to Matthews. Matthews can't control, but he is ran over by Blake Parr. His first, team's third. 6:03 to go, and coming in for the Green Wave is Dylan Krigler, or pardon me, D. Collier. Hudson puts it up to Burton. Burton inside, nice spin move, puts it up, can't go, gets his own rebound off his fingertips, controls it, gets it to Perkins. Perkins to Andy Matthews for three, he puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hudson. Hudson with a turnaround jump shot, no good. Matthews with a tip up, good.
Oh, good tip by Matthews.
Boy, Green Wave controlling the boards early in this game. Crothers with the ball. Kicks it off to Parr, and Parr loses off his foot, but we're going to have a push foul on the Green Wave. Foul is going to be on D. Collier, his first, the team's first. Taking the ball out under their own basket will be Kennett. Coming in for Leonard Burton is the big 6'8 guy, Zach Payne. He's junior. Also coming in for Matthews, I couldn't see who came in for
Marvin Fields come back in.
Marvin Fields back in, thank you. Kennett with the ball. Crothers has it. Donald Sims is in for the Kennett Indians. Gooden has it, gives it back to Crothersville.
Malden defense looking pretty salty right now, Bill.
Kennett likes to put the ball up from the three, and the Green Wave, with the tenacious defense that they have, I mean, when you play man-to-man, you can dictate a little bit of that. Kennett keeps control of the ball, and a nice stick up there by Jimmy Gooden. His first two of the night, 7-6. Malden on top of Kennett by one. Three-pointer put up that time by Collier will not go. Kennett with a rebound, a chance to take their first lead of the night, and the foul is going to be on Chad Hudson. Crowded him a little too much that time.
Yes, he was.
Cameron Condor coming in for Kennett. Parr going for a breather. Condor, a big, strong kid.
Sure is.
6'3 junior. Played last year at Holcomb, moved to Kennett. Played football this year.
Yeah.
Malden's gone to a half-court trap. Paid dividends for him. Green Wave got the numbers. Ball to Marvin Fields, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by Sims. Sims quickly gets the ball to Crothers. Crothers to Condor. Condor up and in. Kennett on top. 8-7 of the Green Wave with 4:20 to go. And Coach Robert Eisen wants a timeout with the Indians up 8-7 over the Green Wave. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Gregory's Creations, fragrant candles and lampe brochet fills the air. Brides are registering for fine china.
Many unique gift ideas and a warm, friendly atmosphere is created at Patricia's Tea Room. Plus, Patricia's Tea Room serves lunch Thursday through Saturday at 11 to 2.
Call J.R. York, attorney at law, if you've been injured by another's negligence, hurt at work, or denied disability. Over 20 years experience. J.R. York, attorney at law. Call 624-7406.
Glenn St. Ford on Highway 49 North in Paragould is your Ford Mercury dealer. Glenn St. in Paragould has great deals every day on all Ford and Mercury vehicles. We also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles around. Glenn St. in Paragould has an outstanding service department with some of the top technicians in the country. We're located on Highway 49 North in Paragould. Glenn St. Ford, where our price and friendliness bring you here and our service bring you back.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes. Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Kennett beat the Greenway back last couple trips down the floor and paid dividends. Got it inside there, and the big boy took it up and put it in. They trapped out here. Malden did, got the ball, went down, missed a little shot, and I don't think Coach Ison's real happy with the way the Greenway's handling the ball right now.
Well, Kennett learned something 8 days ago.
Yeah.
And they've worked on it, you can tell.
That's right.
And the Greenway were in for a battle, I'll assure you.
Yeah.
And they knew that they were going to be in for
Kennett's
a battle.
a good team.
Oh, a good team. Well coached. Talked to Coach Vaughn prior to the game, and I said, Coach, you're doing a good job with him. He said, we got a long way to go, but we've come a little bit of that way. Fields thought about a three. He is going to put it up. No good. Ball rebounded by the Indians. Wallace
Very
got
good
the
move.
rebound, and we're going to have a foul. I believe he's going to call a foul.
I believe it is.
No, he's going to call out of
I'm
bounds.
just going to call it.
Thought he had the fist
I did too. I thought
closed, so my fault. Crothers to inbound for the Indians. Indians going to stack. Ball out front. Ball put up that time by Wallace, Patrick Wallace. Ball blocked out of bounds by the Greenway. 4:07 to go, still 8-7. Kennett on top of the Greenway. Oh, nice inside
Nice
pass
move.
that
Got a foul,
time.
too.
And scoring for the Indians, Donald Sims, his first bucket. Foul on Malden is number 42, Zach Payne, his first, team's third. Both teams with 3 fouls. Sims to try to make the 3-point conventional play, and he gets the ball to
Roll
stay.
in.
It goes down. 11-7, Kennett with a 4-point lead. Fields with the ball. Notice Kennett's not pressing Malden.
No, they're not.
I thought Malden really got some good buckets. Walking call on Zach Payne. I thought Malden got some real good buckets
They sure did.
against the Kennett press, and I think Kennett's falling back and say, okay, we're going to get you half court. Gooden with the ball for the Indians. Gets the ball to Crothers. Crothers down to Condor. Condor going against the 6'8 guy, Payne. Payne blocks it. Malden on the run. They're going to pull it up.
It was a smart move backing that ball out. It didn't have the numbers.
Yep. Michael Johnson's in for the Green Wave. Down in the corner to Hudson. He's going to drive the baseline, picks it up, gets it into the big guy. Payne, he puts it up, will not go. Rebound that time by Gooden of the Kennett Indians, and we've got a foul. Or is it knocked out of bounds?
Knocked out of bounds.
Okay. Zach Payne out, Leonard Burton back in. Also in for the Green Wave, Nick Perkins and Andy Matthews. Green Wave back to their original starting 5. Kennett bringing in a whole new team, Tommy.
Sure are. They're going to keep some fresh legs in there.
Coach Vaughn doesn't realize how hard it is to remember all these names. Harrell with the ball for the Kennett Indians. I'll tell you what, both teams go very deep,
Yes,
Tommy.
they do.
Finley with the ball out front. Perkins is on him. Finley goes in and loses control of the ball, and we're going to have the second foul on Chad Hudson. Hudson getting in foul trouble here in the first quarter. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Donald Sims. He is 1 for 1 from the line. He has 3 points.
Kennett's guarding these shooters a mile and hold them in check.
Sure are. First one up will not go. 3:12 to go in this first period. Greenway with 4 fouls. Kennett with 3. Next one up, scores it. 12-7, biggest lead by either team, 5 points. Kennett's on top. Nick Perkins for 3. Rolls around the rim, comes out. Sims with the rebound. Gets the ball to Harrell. Harrell still has it. He's going to drive the lane, puts it up. We're going to have a foul on the floor. The foul's going to be against D. Collier. Boy, I tell you, Kennett is showing a lot of quickness tonight.
Sure are. I tell you, they are. They're taking that ball right at us, taking it at Malden, taking it right in the lane. Doing a nice job.
That's the 5th foul on the Greenway. Marvin Fields in for D. Collier. Ball inbounded to Condor at the top. He gets it to Sims. Sims goes and kicks that ball outside. What a nice quick drive that time.
Good move
by Ashton Harrell, his first 2 of the night. Kennett's really spreading the scoring out. 14-7. Hudson, they've taken him out of his game.
They sure have.
Tommy, and looky there, quick steal. Kennett's got the ball back. Turnover by the Green Wave.
Kennett come to play.
Yes. Hampton with the ball. Gets it down to Harrell. Harrell tries to go inside to Condor. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Green Wave. Coming in for the Green Wave is Ryan Krigler. Going out is Chad Hudson. Also coming back in for Kennett is Blake Parr. Going out is Cameron Condor. Long three-pointer put up by Jarvis Finley. He buries it. Kennett up by 10, 17-7 in this first period. 2:16. Green Wave not gotten the floor of the game, but the Kennett defense has a lot to say about that.
The defense looked good.
Ball tipped out of bounds that time, but Tevin Hampton of the Kennett Indians. Matthews to inbound. Gets it to Fields. Oh, ball taken away in there by Jarvis Finley. He's going to go the length of the floor, puts it up, will not score. Rebounded by Marvin Fields, and he's tripped. We're going to have a foul on number 32, Ashton Harrell, his first, team's fourth.
Kennett's doing what they need to do. They're playing good defense. They're getting that ball, and they're taking it right to it. As you said, they learned a lot last week.
They sure did. Nick Perkins with a shot, scores it. Perkins with his first field goal. He has 3 in the game. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 17-9, 1:40 to go in the first period. Hampton with the ball. Matthews on him. Gets the ball to Harrell. Harrell looking around. Shot put up that time by Jarvis Finley, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Or did they call walking?
Let's call walking.
Call walking, excuse me. Fields with the ball, 1:20 to go, first period. Nick Perkins for a long 3. Will not go, runs in to get his rebound, and Parr snatches that ball off the boards, quickly down to Finley. Finley puts it up, will not go, and we're going to have a foul.
Kennett's crashing the boards on both ends.
They are.
Well ago, there was 3 Kennett Indians down there, and Malden was set back here. They're going to have to get in there and crash those boards if they're going to stay with this Indian team.
Nick Perkins with his first foul, team 6. The next foul by the Green Wave will send Kennett to the free throw line for the bonuses. Jarvis Finley's first one up, scores it. He has 6 already in the quarter, Tommy. He has a 2 and a 3 and 2 free throws now. He has 7. Hudson back into the game. Coming out is Ryan Kane. Hudson with 2 fouls. Also D. Collier with 2. Nick Perkins with 1. Zach Payne with 1 for the Green Wave. 2 fouls with Trey Abmeyer for Kennett. Blake Parr with 1 and Ashton Harrell with 1. Kennett in a zone. Ball tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with the Green Wave. Kennett's going to stay with the zone, it looks like, Tommy. We thought both teams would be man-to-man.
Kennett back in that zone, staying in it.
They're going to make the Green Wave shoot it from the outside. Fields throws the ball away. We've got a walking call on Kennett as Finley fell down, and falling over him was Donald Sims when he grabbed the ball. So good hustle by the Indians.
Sure was.
19-9 with 48 seconds to go in this first period. Kennett Indians on top of the Green Wave by 10. Fields with the ball, down to Hudson. To Fields, inside to Matthews. Hudson for 3, will not go. Ball tipped around. Matthews tips the ball out. Hudson has it. 30 seconds to go to Nick Perkins. Nick Perkins inside. Nice move. Perkins with 5 1/4, 19-8 with 24 seconds to go. Harrell with the ball. Kicks it out to Gooden. Gooden back to Harrell. Harrell with a shot. Inside the 3-point line. Knocks it down.
Shot it over the big boy.
Yep.
Lamar Burton.
4 1/4 for him. 8 seconds to go. Green Wave in a hurry. They're going to try to get a shot off before the quarter ends. Fields puts up a long 3-pointer. Will not go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Will not go as the horn goes off. To end the first quarter. It's Kennett 21. The Malden Green Wave 11. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
She turned around and left the cave, and I'm standing there by the pool of water alone, and it just brought up a whole bunch of issues that...
W tym piórze nie ma atramentu.
What?
I wtedy możemy zacząć dopiero pracować.
Using a broker you can't understand doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones speaks in a language you can understand. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. For the Edward Jones office nearest you, call 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
Kennett's looking very good this quarter. They dictated how the game was going to go. They backed up in there. They didn't full court press. They learned last week they couldn't do that. Malden get that ball down. We scored a lot of easy points. Malden scored a lot of easy points off of them. Kennett's doing a nice job. They're banging the boards, putting the ball back in there. Malden's had several turnovers. They're going to have to get together. You know, we're behind. Malden's behind by 10. Kennett's a nice team.
Well, what they're looking at, Tommy, I'm looking at the scorebook here. Nick Perkins has 5, Andy Matthews 4, Leonard Burton 2 for the Green Wave. Chad Hudson has not scored.
No.
Kennett Indians, on the other hand, have 6 players that have scored. Jarvis Finley with 7, 4 each to Sims and to Harrell, 2 each to Parr, Gooden, and Condor. So they're spreading the scoring around. The Green Wave, again, have got to get Hudson in the offense.
That's right.
Green Wave got to be stunned after winning by 16. They knew they'd have a game, but I think they thought they'd been a little bit better. But Kennett came out, as you said, they've studied the Green Wave, and they've come out with a little different defense.
Sure
Surprised us. We thought they'd be full court man-to-man, and here they're packed back in the zone, said shoot it. Kevin Hampton for 3, will not go. Ball tipped around, and the Green Wave control. Fields has it, across the center line. Gets the ball to Hudson, down to Matthews. Matthews puts up a shot, will not go. Leonard Burton puts up a shot. We're going to see if they're going to count it.
Going to count it.
Leonard Burton with his second bucket of the night. He has 4 now, and he's going to go to the line to try to convert on the three-point play. The foul that time was on Ishmael Whitstone, his first, team's 5th. Kennett's into 1-1. One more foul by Kennett. Malden will be in it. Leonard Burton puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around and tipped out by Burton. 21-13, 7:41 to go in this second quarter. Harrell with the ball for the Kennett Indians. Ball kicked out of bounds by Nick Perkins. He is quick, isn't he?
Nick's quick. He sure is.
Got good hands and very quick, very deceivingly quick, I might add. Harrell with the basketball for the Kennett Indians. Across the timeline. Nick Perkins tried to go in there and steal the ball. Instead, he got a piece of Ashton Harrell. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-1. Second foul on Nick Perkins. Green Wave got 3 players with 2 fouls already, Tommy, and they sure don't need to get it. Neither team needs to get foul trouble. They got good benches, but you like to go with what you bring.
Kennett's hitting a pretty good free throw.
Oh, yeah. Kennett's a good shooting team if you give them time.
And they're getting some good looks out here on that three-point line.
Well, they live and die by the 3-point. Next one up will not go. Rebounded by Hudson of the Green Wave. 22-13. Green Wave down by 9. Or Kennett up by 9, whichever way you want to look at it. Hudson thought about it, drives in, is going to put up. Well, he threw it inside for Leonard Burton. He wasn't there. Ball batted around. Kennett comes away with it. Whitstone with the basketball for the Indians. Gives the ball to Harrell. Harrell to Hampton. Down in the corner to Finley for 3. Will not go. Hudson with the rebound. Perkins has it. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews to Burton, and they're going to have a foul called on Jarvis Finley. His first, team 6. Both teams are now in the 1-1, but going to the line to shoot a 2-shot foul will be Leonard Burton. 6:51 to go in this second quarter, Tommy. Burton's first one up, good.
Yeah, we hadn't got Burton and Chad Hudson hadn't been involved in the game that much.
No.
Coach Ison wants them a little more involved in the game. We'll have to move to get open down there.
Sims and Crothers in for Kennett. Going out is Harrell and Whitstone. Both those guys came in and played some very valuable minutes. Burton's second one up, no good. Hudson went up high for the rebound, but he's going to be called on the back on a push. That's his third foul. Coming in for Hudson is going to be Michael Johnson. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 for the Kennett Indians, Donald Sims. .650 to go in this second period. Kennett Indians on top of the Malden Green Wave, 22-14. Free throw up, scores it. Finley's 3 for 4 from the line, Tommy. Now he's got a bonus. Next one knocks it down. Kennett back to a 10-point lead. Perkins with the ball. Gives it to D. Collier. Back to Perkins. Perkins over to Leonard Burton. Burton's shot. Good shot.
Good shot.
You know, Tommy, you've watched Malden play several times this year, and you've really been impressed with the play of Leonard Burton.
Yes. When Leonard gets in there and has a good – when he wants to play, Leonard can get in there and be a force in that middle.
Turnover that time by the Kennett Indians, palming the ball. Perkins has it. Tried to go inside to Matthews. Oh, Kennett on a run, on the fly, and they put it up and scores, and we're going to try a three-point play as Jarvis Finley goes in. A nice pass that time. Kennett moved the ball well, and a foul on D. Collier. It's going to be his third. Greenway with two players with 3 fouls.
Malden's turned the ball over a lot.
Marvin Fields into the game for Collier. Free throw put up and in by Jarvis Finley. Kennett is making it pay from the free throw line. 27-16, 6:20 to go in the first half. Pitch and catch. Andy Matthews has it to Fields to Nick Perkins. He goes inside, puts it up, will not go. Rebound tipped out. Kennett controls. And then it's off of the Kennett Indians, off of Donald Sims. Green Wave will get the ball out of bounds. Oh, they're saying Kennett's going to get it off. Out of bounds. Zach Payne coming back in for the Green Wave. Must have been off Malden.
Must have.
Andy Matthews out. Payne in. 6 minutes to go in this second period. Malden down by 11. Kennett with the ball. Ball down in the corner to Sims for 3. Will not go. Leonard Burton went up to get it, and the ball tipped out of bounds by the Green Wave. Kennett will control under their own bucket. Crothers will inbound for the Indians. Parr has it. He's going to be called for walking. Tommy, we might as well tell everybody now, just in case they haven't heard, after the seedings of the tournament, Kennett defeated the number 1 team, the Hayti Indians. So the teams are so evenly matched here. Zach Payne from 12 knocks it down. Nice shot by the 6'8 junior. 27-18. We've got a turnover by the Indians, a double dribble.
Sure have.
A little half-court trap that time paid off for the Green Wave. 27-18, 5:35 to go. Payne will inbound for the Green Wave. Fields with the ball. Boy, he's being double-teamed, Tommy.
Sure
I'm telling you. Kennett is quick. Payne with the ball, gets it over to Burton.
Nice ball
pass.
movement. Very nice ball movement.
Burton with 7 1/4. Kennett quickly down the floor. Parr puts it up. We're going to have a foul called. Foul is going to be on Leonard Burton, his first. Team's 9th. Going to line to shoot 2 will be Blake Parr. He has 2 on the night. Has not been to the free throw line lately, or tonight. First one up. Boy, I tell you what, Kennett is making a living there at that free throw line. Hampton out, and in for him is Harrell for the Kennett Indians. Second one by Parr, short, tipped around. Kennett's going to control. Blake Parr has it.
Scored it.
And on a layup was Jarvis Finley, and nice work there by the young guy. Kennett back by 10. Down in the corner for a three was Johnson. He put it up, missed, but Leonard Burton with the rebound puts it up and in. Burton with 9 in the quarter, Tommy.
Yeah, Burton. You know, Coach Ice is telling his boys that when they rebound, jump up, grab the ball. Quit just jumping up, barely getting your fingertips on, because these Kennett Indians are quick. They'll knock it out of your hand.
Sims that time tried to put up a shot from the baseline. Zach Payne knocked the ball out of bounds as he blocked it. Sims comes right back for a shot. Didn't bother him, did it?
No, it didn't.
He missed it. The Green Wave tipped the ball out of bounds. Kennett will control with 4:42 to go in this second quarter. Kennett on top, 30-22. Brothers has it. Kicks it down to Gooden. Back to Crothers to Gooden. Inside to Parr. Parr, turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Burton.
And threw it away.
Turnover by the Green Wave. Gooden with the ball for the Indians. Trying to do a little juking there. Green Wave defense stiffened up that time. Crothersville has a ball. And we've got a timeout on the floor as Coach Jim Vaughn wants to talk this over with his players. So with timeout on the floor, you're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. How are you doing today?
Doing great, wonderful.
Hello, and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, or this game tournament, so I'm not.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
On White Sea TV.
Coach Ison pretty upset with his Green Waves on their rebounding and their ball handling. When they get the rebound, they're not look like they're just lackadaisical about just turn around throwing it. Well, these quick Kennett Indians are getting that ball. You know, you're going to have to go up and rip that thing off that board and control the ball. Kennett's doing what they have to do, playing a very nice game.
Well, very well said, Tommy. Yeah, that Leonard Burton that time, he got the ball, a nice rebound, and instead of holding the ball, waiting the guard to come to him, he tried to overthrow everybody and threw in between.
Sure.
And just picked off by the Kennett Indians. Kennett Indians are quick.
Yes, they are.
I believe tonight they're quicker than the Green Wave.
Malden don't seem like they're in the flow. Seem like they're just moving slow.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Kennett Indians have a lot to say
Yes,
about
sir.
the way they're moving.
Yeah.
There they go. Pick off that time by Michael Johnson. He goes in, lays it up. Johnson with his first 2. Green Wave were as close they've been in some time, Tommy.
Yeah.
30-24 with 3:50 to go. Down to Parr. Parr goes up. Will not go. Rebounded by Payne. Perkins with the ball for the Green Wave. Gets it to Hudson. To Fields. He puts up a shot. No good. Rebound put up and in by Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson's come in and hit 2 quick buckets. Going to go to the free throw line, try to make a 3-pointer.
Yep. 30-26 with 3:39 to go in this second period. Hampton and Gooden coming back in for Kennett. Going out is Harrell and Sims. Johnson's free throw up, scores it. Green Wave within 3 now, 30-27. Indians on top with 3:39 to go in this second period from the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Parr down in the corner. Gives the ball to Finley. Ball taken away. Green Wave got the numbers. 2-on-1. Ball to Burton. He puts it up. Good.
Pulled it within 1.
Leonard Burton has 11 in the quarter, Tommy. He's picked up for Chad Hudson, who has not scored tonight.
Right. And in foul trouble.
Hudson's averaging more than 20
Yes.
a game for the Green Wave. Hasn't even scored on the bench with three fouls. Ball inside and ball shot put up by Jimmy Gooden. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul that time on Leonard Burton, his second. Gooden is a 6-foot sophomore. He has 2 points on the night. First free throw up will not go. That's something unusual for Kennett to miss a free throw.
Right. They've been pretty hot from the line.
They have Payne and Johnson out. They played a good few minutes there. And Matthews and D. Collier in for the Green Wave. Condor in for Parr for the Kennett Indians. Parr's really looked good tonight.
Yes, he sure has.
Jimmy Gooden's second shot will not go, and we're going to have a lane violation on the Green Wave.
Going to get another chance.
And he makes the most of it.
That's
Gooden
right.
knocks that one down. He has 3 on the night. 3 minutes to go in this second period of play. Perkins with the ball, gets it over to Fields. Fields to Leonard. Burton, he goes in, shoots it, will not go. Condor with the rebound for the Indians.
Good block out by Condor.
Sure was. Hampton with the ball. Gets it over to Crothers. And it looks like Malden's really extended their defense.
Sure has.
Nice pass inside that time to the big guy. Jimmy Gooden, he knocks that down. Good passing that time.
Sure is.
Good penetration by the Kennett Indians. They're back up before.
Kennett's got some good movement.
Well, they do. They're spreading the floor because the defense for Green Wave are making them do that, and then they're making them pay when they double team. Nice inlet pass to Andy Matthews. He can't get it to go, and he's going to be called for foul on the back of Condor. Matthews with his first foul and going to the line to shoot 2 now because Kennett's in the double bonus. Could be Cameron Condor. He has 2 points on the night. Has not been to the free throw line. Kennett shot 11 free throws, or after these 2, will shot 11 free throws in this quarter, Tommy. Condor banks that one in. Burton out, Payne in for the Green Wave. 2:15 to go in this second period of play. Condor's next shot will not go. Ball, Payne gets the rebound. Fields down to Collier. Collier still has the ball. Collier put up some threes the other night.
Yes,
knocked
he
them
did.
down. Zach Payne is going to be fouled by Jimmy Gooden, going to be his first, team 7th. So to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Zach Payne. He has 2 points on the night. Payne's free throw up, knocks that down. Tell you what, he really looked good against Kennett the other night, in a week ago. And he's playing a good game here tonight. Glad to see the tall young man get some confidence in himself.
That's
really
right.
looked good for the free throw line there. Harrell coming in for the Indians. Going out is Jarvis Finley. 2 minutes exactly to go in this first half. Indians on top of the Green Wave, 34-31 in this Dunklin County clash of the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Condor with the ball. Gets the ball to Hampton. Hampton back
Nice
to Condor.
pass,
Oh,
inside
good
pass.
pass. Good pass, good hands by Condor. Condor now with 5 in the game. Collier to Perkins. To Fields. To Andy Matthews. Puts it up, scores
Nice
it.
shot.
Matthews with 6 in the game. 1:25 to go in this first half. Kennett on top by 3, 36-33. Hampton deep in the corner. Is going to drive in. Puts a running layup up. No good. Rebound by Condor. Blocked by Perkins. And Matthews picks up the loose ball. And here goes Fields with it. Gets it to Collier. To Fields for 3. Will not go. Andy Matthews keeps that ball alive. Good
Sure
work
does.
by Andy Matthews on the boards. D. Collier for 3. Will not go. high in the air that time for Kennett, but couldn't get the rebound. The ball still on the floor. Green Wave have it. Zach Payne has it, gives it to Collier. He puts it up, it's short. Rebounded by Hampton. The ball knocked out of bounds by Andy Matthews with 44 seconds to go. Green Wave had their chances.
Sure have.
Coming in for the Green Wave is Johnson, and going out is Collier. 40 seconds to go. Kennett, no hurry. They'd like to take the last shot if at all possible. Harrell has the ball, gets it over to Crothers. Crothers across this timeline to Hampton. He's being double teamed. Ball out to Harrell. 20 seconds to go, and ball thrown away by the Indians. Green Wave got a chance to cut it to one or tie the game here. Coming in for the Indians, Donald Sims. Going out is Tevin Hampton. Marvin Fields with the ball. Green Wave going to go down, try to get either tie the game or get within one here at half. I tell you, they've been fortunate to climb back into this game.
Exactly right.
They've taken their time, though. They didn't get all excited. Ball taken away that time by Crothers. He still has it, and a foul's going to be called on Marvin Fields for reaching in. His first to the line to shoot two will be Randry Crothers, and he has not scored in this game. He has not shot a free throw. He's going to shoot two shots. 3.8 seconds to go in the first half. First free throw by Crothersville. Crothers will not go. I just want to call that Crothersville all the time, and I apologize to that young man. Abmeyer comes in for Jimmy Gooden. Abmeyer came in a while ago, Tommy, got two quick fouls there within about 5 seconds.
Sure did.
You can tell it aggravated the young man.
That's right.
Second one put up, will not go. Rebounded by Nick Perkins. He gets the ball to Fields. Fields for a long three to tie the half, will not go. To end the first half, it's the Kennett Indians 36, the Malden Green Wave 33. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Trinkets and Treasures, you will find a unique shop featuring charming antiques, gifts, and collectibles.
Customers come first at First Midwest Bank, located at 20 West Stoddard. Phone 624-3571. First Midwest Bank, chartered in 1963 and still locally owned and operated.
Whether redecorating or registering for your wedding, discover beautiful home decor at Decor.
Hey, these Kennett Indians, as we was talking earlier, they did their homework. They came and they studied that game film. They remember that game that they played at Malden. And they're doing what they have to do. They're getting that ball down, passing it around. They're banging the boards. They're getting in good position. Malden's a little sluggish, and a lot of that's got to do with that good Kennett defense. But Malden climbed back in this, and you know, if you would have told me that they would have been within three at halftime with Chad Hudson on the bench with 3 fouls and no points, I wouldn't have believed that. But some of them's picked up the slack. Coach Ison's going to make some adjustments at half. Coach Vaughn's got to be happy with the way his Indians have responded after that, coming to Malden and getting beat. So I look for a good second half. Going to be a good ball game.
Well, Tommy, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with your halftime stats in just a moment. Well, Tommy, the halftime stats for the Kennett Indians looks like this. Scoring-wise, Jarvis Finley with 12, 6 to Donald Sims, 5 each to Ashton Harrell, Jimmy Gooden, and Cameron Condor, and 3 to Blake Parr. And foul-wise for the Kennett Indians, they have Trey Abmeyer with 2, 1 each to Jarvis Finley, Blake Parr, Ishmael Whitstone, Ashton Harrell, and Jimmy Gooden. For the Green Wave, on the other hand, 13 by Leonard Burton, 6 by Andy Matthews, 5 each to Nick Perkins and Michael Johnson, 4 to Zach Payne. Foul-wise, Green Wave have 2 players with 3 fouls. That's Chad Hudson and D. Collier. They have 2 to Nick Perkins, 2 to Leonard Burton, 1 to Zach Payne, and 1 to Marvin Fields. Green Wave are 5 for 8 from the line. Kennett is 11 for 18. Kennett's taking advantage of that free throw line.
Sure are.
And they're shooting more free throws than Green Wave. Now, Green Wave are 5 for 8, so they're shooting a good percentage. They're just not getting to the line.
That's exactly right. Kennett had a good first half. You know, they were up on Malden by 10. Malden pulled back, got within 3 here at halftime. You know, As I say, they did their homework. They came to play basketball, and they're battling the boards and they're grabbing it, and they're not turning the ball over very much. They're doing a lot better than they did at Malden. So I look for a good second half.
Well, Tommy, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the second half just a moment. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Trinkets and Treasures, you will find a unique shop featuring charming antiques, gifts, and collectibles.
Customers come first at First Midwest Bank, located at 20 West Stoddard. Phone 624-3571. First Midwest Bank, chartered in 1963 and still locally owned and operated.
Whether redecorating or registering for your wedding, discover beautiful home decor at Decor.
Well, welcome back to halftime. We have Ed Gargas slipped in there with us, and we're glad to have him. He's the regional manager for New Wave Communications. And Ed, again, we can't say enough about what New Wave does for the area, for the people in our area, about their internet, their telephone service, and also their cable.
Yes, sir. And we're really happy and proud to be doing that as well. And we've, as you're aware, we've been upgrading our systems, Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri. We brought the communities of Campbell Clarkton, Gideon, and Holcomb online earlier this year. And we're at the final stages of bringing Parma and Risco in. They have our video services now, and we'll be bringing high-speed internet and telephone hopefully soon. Northeast Arkansas, we're completing the final projects of that as well, and hope to be launching telephone and that sort of thing about mid-January. So we're really excited about everything Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas has enabled New Wave Communications to do, and we're just excited about being able to return the favor and bring some world-class communication services to those customers as well.
Well, Ed, we started this off a little over 3.5 years ago in the towns of Campbell and Malden, and New Wave has just gotten very aggressive in Southeast Missouri, the Boot Hill area in particular, and also in Northeast Arkansas. And it's just amazing the response we get from people thanking us for high school basketball. Who would have ever dreamed that you'd be watching high school basketball on TV? And I know we're tape delayed, but when you talk to these players, they love to watch themselves on TV. The referees are always asking us for DVD copies so they can see themselves call, see if there's mistakes or the way they can improve.
Absolutely.
So the coaches, they even call and said, can we get a DVD copy so we can show our players some of the things, because it is so clear. The cameras that we have, Kim Stokes does our camera.
She does an outstanding job behind the camera.
Also at the tournament helping her this week, Justin Gregory. When you're doing 26 games, 8 in each day, it's hard to get just one person to do this.
Absolutely.
Well, Ed, thanks for stopping in and visiting with us. We're getting ready to start the second half between the Kennett Indians and the Malden Green Wave. And again, you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
The absolute first thing is honesty is the best policy.
Treat people how you want to be treated. People keep coming back to Allen Christian because they get a good, honest, fair deal, and the service is second to none.
Just a family atmosphere with no pressure. We treat people right, and everybody seems to like it.
Try to take care of them the way we'd want to be taken care of, and our loyal customers know that. That's why they keep coming back, and we hope to continue that for a long time.
Technology makes everything easier, especially banking. At First National Bank, we use the latest technology to make banking with us more convenient, like online banking at www.onefnb.com. And online bill pay, always free of added fees at First National Bank. There is even a savings account created exclusively for online banking, the new higher earning e-savings account. It just goes to show how the right bank can make your life better. First National Bank.
Well, Tommy, second half ready to get started. The Malden Green Wave will have the ball first. Inbounding for the Green Wave, Matthews, and he gives to Fields.
Yeah, I tell you what, Malden's going to have to tighten it up a little bit, this Kennett Indian team. Yep. Nice team.
Kennett's staying in that zone. Hudson inside, puts it up, no good. Ball batted around. Kennett will throw the ball off of Leonard Burton. Kennett will keep the ball. Whetstone, good defensive play that time.
Very
good presence of mind. I think Hudson is shocked right now.
I think he is too.
Yeah. Ball passed down to Parr. Put up by Whetstone for three, will not go. Tipped around. Fields with the ball, has it knocked out, but he gets it back. Hudson in, and he's going to be called for walking. Hudson is thinking too much and not reacting.
That's right.
I mean, he is stunned that he hasn't scored. I mean, because he has scored at will all year.
That's exactly right.
And Kennett has shut him down. Green Wave in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Whitstone with the ball, and Fields takes the ball away. He's going to go in, put a layup up, scores his first 2 points of the night. Comes off a defensive steal, and we got a walking call against the Kennett Indians. Ashton Harrell. Green Wave trail Kennett 36-35 with 7:09 to go in the third quarter. We're just underway. The Green Wave with a chance to take their first lead since early in the game.
That's right.
I mean early. Kennett with a lot of substitutions. They're going with a 2-3 zone. Perkins with the ball. Looks down to Matthews. Matthews looks for someone to throw to. Kicks out front to Perkins and to Hudson. Both of them standing side by side. Green Wave were trying to get a little better spacing. Inside to Leonard Burton. It goes off his leg, and Kennett has the ball. Oh, nice pass underneath, and we're going to have a foul on Nick Perkins. That's going to be Perkins' third foul. Kennett will inbound under their own basket. 6:46 to go in the third period. Kennett still on top of the Green Wave, 36-35. Kennett will inbound. Three-pointer put up that time by Wallace. Will not go. Hudson with the rebound. Inside to Perkins. He puts it up. Will not go. Hudson with a rebound. He puts it up. Will not go. Rebounded that time by Parr. He gets it out to Crothers. To Finley.
Nice pass.
Finley to Sims. Sims puts it up. Will not go. Ball batted around and taken away in there by Wallace. Malden quickly down the floor. Perkins puts it up. Scores it. Malden with their first lead since early in the first quarter. Perkins his first two of the second half. 37-36. Green Wave 4-0 run here to start the second half. Ball batted around. Green Wave defense really are looking good. Burton with the ball. 16-footer. Scores it.
Leonard Burton's having a nice ball game, scoring-wise.
With 5:46 to go in the third period, Kennett calls a quick timeout as the Green Wave go up 3. They're up 39-36. So with timeout on the floor, you're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
A-Plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch, and generally, no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-Plus way. A-Plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-Plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
How are you doing today?
Doing great, wonderful. Hello, and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, so or this game tournament, so I'm not.
Malden's come out in this third quarter after probably having a meeting of the minds with Coach Eisen at halftime, and they've decided to start taking care of the ball and taking it to the hole and rebounding. They're looking like the Malden that we know, and they made a run, got up 3 on the Kennett. So maybe they're going to buckle down, and we're going to see a good ball game. Both teams are still going at each other. Kennett's been substituting freely, trying to keep some fresh legs in there, and so Malden's going to have to go. If they're going to catch this Kennett Indian team, stay with them.
Well said, Tommy. Kennett with the ball with 5:40 to go in this third period. Green Wave half-court defense has really stiffened up. Crothers with the ball, gets it to Hampton. Passed out of bounds that time by Crothers. Another turnover by the Kennett Indians.
The Greenway's defense looking a lot better.
I don't think Kennett's got a shot off his quarter.
I don't think so.
Tommy, I hope I don't lose my voice. This is the fourth game we've done tonight. One of the radio guys said he may have to leave the last game. I said, well, I'll be glad to do the game for you. I don't believe I could. Greenway moving the ball around against the Kennett zone. Kennett's in a 3-2 zone. Ball to Matthews. Kicks it into Burton. Burton puts it up. Will not go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Scores it. He'll go to the line to try to convert on the three-point play. He has 4 1/4, 17 in the game. First foul on the Kennett Indians, and the foul is the first foul on Donald Sims for the night. Burton's free throw up, scores it. I'll tell you what, the young man really looks good tonight. He's got 18 in the game.
Tell you what, he's a good player. He's a good young man.
Kennett with the basketball over to Hampton. Hampton's going to drive, does a spin move, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Tevin Hampton. Nice defense by Andy Matthews of the Green Wave.
Andy read him coming in there and just stood there and took that charge.
Sure did. 42-36. Green Wave has scored. They're on a 9-0 run to start this second half, Tommy. Hudson with the ball. Has it go off his foot. Kennett quickly recovers. Nice dish off that time to Donald Sims, and he scores the first 2 points for Kennett of the second half, 42-38. Fields with a jump shot, will not go. Hudson with a rebound, puts it up and in.
Chad Hudson standing in the right spot at the right time.
Well, he needed to make up for that silly mistake he had dribbling off his foot. Of course, I never did do that, did you?
No.
Nah.
Not very many times.
Hampton with a long three. It's short. Hudson with a rebound. Green Wave got the numbers, 3 on 2. Hudson stops, puts it under to Perkins. Perkins puts it up, will not go. Matthews with a tip in. Andy Matthews having a great game tonight. He has 8 in the game. He's had some nice rebounds, some nice dishes. Three-pointer, long three-pointer put up that time by Wallace. Greenway with the rebound. Hudson has it. Greenway up by 8 with 3:30 to go in this third period. We're going to have a foul on Cameron Condor, his first, team's second. Coming in for Kennett is Parr and Finley. Coming in for the Green Wave, Payne and Johnson and D. Collier. Anybody else?
No.
And number 20 for Kennett is Trey Abmeyer. It's a good thing we've got a program.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Nice pass to Matthews, and he tried to dish off. Hudson comes up the loose ball, puts it up, will not go. Rebound that time by Hampton of the Indians. Dishes off to Finley. Hampton has the ball. Being double teamed now. That Green Wave defense has really stiffened up.
Good block by Zach Payne.
Abmeyer in there. I tell you what, Payne's presence, that 6'8" wingspan, and put that height and then that wingspan on it, he has really learned how to block shots and keep the ball in play. And he blocked the shot of Trey Abmeyer. Abmeyer, in turn, made a reach-around foul, his third. He comes out. Coming in the game for him is Ashton Harrell. Green Wave across the timeline. That's Collier. He's being double-teamed. Gets the ball to Hudson. Hudson for 3. No good. Rebound by Andy Matthews after a tip by Zach Payne to keep the ball alive. Andy Matthews will go to the line to shoot 2. Or I think he will. Maybe they called that on the floor. They called it on the floor. The foul was on Tevin Hampton. That's going to be his third. Team's 5th of the half. Collier with the ball. He's going to be called for walking. Good call. Brothers with the ball for the Kennett Indians. It's it to Harrell. Harrell inside to Jarvis Finley, and he's going to be fouled by Zach Payne, his second. Green Wave's second of the second half. 2:33 to go. Green Wave on top of the Indians, 46-38. To the line to shoot two will be Jarvis Finley. Finley is 3 for 3 from the line. He has 12 points on the night. He cans that one. It's 13 now. Finley is a 6'1 junior. Next shot, good. 46-40. Collier with the ball. Has it. Take it away. Finley has it. Still driving. Goes in, puts it up. Will not go. Hudson and the Kennett Indians fight for the ball. Putting up a two-pointer as he was standing on the line, and we've got one of the Green Waves down on the floor. That's Michael Johnson as he hit his head on the floor.
Got one down out in the middle and one down over by the
sure do.
bench.
We've got two of them down. I guess the two guys butted heads. And who made that bucket, Tommy, for Kennett?
Jarvis Finley.
Jarvis Finley. I was watching the players. Finley has 4 1/4. He has 16 in the game. And the guys did butt heads, did you say? Kim saw that on the camera. Slowly getting up for the Green Wave. Is that D. Collier, Tommy?
D. Collier, yeah.
D. Collier, and is still down on the floor.
D. Collier's over here. I believe this is Hampton here, isn't it?
That's
Johnson, Michael Johnson.
Yes, that's our second head injury we've had today. And we want to report that the young man from Hayti, the report was no concussion, and they expect him really to come back and play sometime during this tournament. It is very good news.
Michael Johnson took a real big lick there.
Yes, he did. Evidently he's cut because they're putting a compress on his face there or his nose. Well, while we've got a break in the action here, we're going to tell you you're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Trinkets and Treasures, you will find a unique shop featuring charming antiques, gifts, and collectibles.
Customers come first at First Midwest Bank, located at 20 West Stoddard. Phone 624-3571. First Midwest Bank, chartered in 1963 and still locally owned and operated.
Whether redecorating or registering for your wedding, discover beautiful home decor at Decor.
It's a better sign setting up a little bit.
Well, Michael Johnson.
Be careful over there.
Yeah, Michael Johnson really took a lick, and he is sitting up. He was bleeding, and I don't know if we're going to have stitches or not, but Kennett in a full court press, and we're going to have a pushing foul on the Indians.
So good they had him trapped back
They
here.
sure did. Foul's going to be on number 42, Cameron Condor. I don't even show him in the game, Tommy. I don't think they put down who the foul was on. I think that was the last foul. Well, they've not put who the foul is. Oh, 24 is going to be on Tevin Hampton. Is going to be his fourth. Malden inbounds the ball. Hudson has it. 46-42, 2 minutes to go in the third period. Fields with the ball, down to Perkins, inside, puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around and out of bounds. Malden will keep possession of the ball. Hudson will inbound for the Green Wave. Kennett's cut this lead to 4.
Sure have.
Perkins outside with it. Kicks it over to Fields, inside to Payne. Payne back to Perkins.
Perkins not looking for that three.
No, he's not.
He's just not looking. He's been open.
Hudson's going to drive. Puts up a shot. Will not go. Rebounded. And we're going to have a foul on Chad Hudson. It's going to be his fourth. Green Wave with 3 fouls in the half. Kennett Indians with 6. 1:41 to go. Boy, Hudson's just having a tough way to go
sure
tonight.
Is.
Harrell with the ball. Gets it over to Crothers. Oh, nice passing, nice ball movement, and a good cut
Very
into the
nice
back door there by Jimmy Gooden. Gooden was 7 in the game, 46-44. We're seeing a good ball game, Tommy.
We sure
Boy,
are.
I tell you what, Kennett going to double team the ball that time.
Right.
Nick Perkins turned his back. He was lucky
Right.
that he got away with a foul that time on Jarvis Finley. It's going to be Finley's third. Kennett 7th, going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Nick Perkins. Perkins is 1 for 2 from the line. He has 7 in the game tonight.
Yeah, Chad Hudson's game started out bad. Hadn't picked up too much. They took him out of his game. That
Yes,
defense
they
took
have.
him out of it. They knew they had to guard him. They knew what kind of player he was. He's a good player.
Free throw up by Perkins. He'll get the bonus. Well, what I have noticed with Hudson is when he missed a couple of shots and he got very tentative
Sure
with shooting the ball instead of his normal shot, he's kind of been pushing the ball. And you do that a lot,
That's
Tommy.
right. That's right. You get tentative and you just
Right.
you don't want to shoot the ball, and you know you should.
Sims in for the Indians and Finley out. Green Wave up 48-44 of the Indians with 1:15 to go. Harrell with the ball, gets it over to Crothers. Crothers down in the corners, Sims. Ball thrown inside, taken away by Andy Matthews. Perkins with the ball, across the timeline. 1 minute to go in the third period. Hudson with the ball. He goes in, gets the ball out to Marvin Fields, back to Hudson. Hudson drives, puts it
Nice
inside
dish.
to Leonard Burton. He puts it up, will not go, rebounded by Parr. Green Wave had a good look at
Sure
it.
had a good look.
Three put up that time by Crothers, will not go, rebounded by the Green Wave. Down to 35 seconds to go in the third period. Been a good third quarter for the
Been a
Green
very good
Wave.
third quarter for him.
Perkins to Hudson. 25 seconds to go. Whoop, ball almost taken away, and we've got a timeout by the Green Wave with 25 seconds even to go, Tommy.
I thought they had turned the ball over.
I did,
I
too.
thought the guy was there. I really did.
Yep. And I tell you what, I think Coach
I think he did.
thought also.
Yeah, you said this has been a good quarter for the Green Wave.
Well, the Green Wave about scored Kennett 15-8
Right.
to take this lead. And they've got 25 seconds to either add to, or Kennett's got a chance
That's
to
exactly right.
to come back and cut that lead. It's been a good ball game.
Very good ball game. See, they're still working on Michael Johnson over there. See, school nurse, Miss Porter's over there now. Oh, you hate to see that any young person like that get hurt out here playing. But it's going to happen. It's
Well,
just gonna
as
happen.
fast
That's
as
right.
these young people are today, Tommy, I mean, and they play full speed.
They
It's
sure do.
unreal. It's just their athletic ability and their agility. They jump so well.
That's right.
They're so quick. They're so strong. It's a wonder more of them don't get
That's
hurt.
exactly right.
Nick Perkins has the ball, thought about a three, pulled it back, gave it to Fields. Fields into Burton, back to Fields. 20 seconds to go. Inside to Matthews. He gets it down to Perkins. He's going to go into Hudson. Hudson puts up a shot, scores it. Chad Hudson was 6 in a quarter, 6 in the game. 10 seconds to go. Green Wave on top of the Indians by 6. Kennett with the ball. Crothers has it. Kicks it over to Sims. Sims puts up a three. No good. Burton with a rebound as the horn goes off. The Malden Green Wave lead the Kennett Indians after 3, 50-44. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
As we said earlier, it's been a good third quarter for the Malden Green Wave. They got Kennett running with them a little bit. Kennett extended that defense out, started picking them up on down here, and Malden liked that. They run it down through there, got some pretty good shot, had some good looks at the basket, and they took the lead now 50-44. So it was a good quarter, and Coach Ison still talking to his Green Wave. I'm sure he wants to make some more adjustments. You got to watch this Kennett Indian team. They can score, and they can score in a hurry.
Well, the Green Wave can too, Tommy, and I think both teams, it's like cat and mouse with them.
Right.
They come at each other, and all of a sudden the other team gets fire and they go. So
Right.
expect anything can happen in this fourth quarter.
Right. Tell you what, I want to give this Andy Matthews is just a gutsy player. Now he's going to give you what he's got every night he comes out there. He's going to do his job.
Yep. Well said. Kennett will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Harrell has it. Gets the ball to Finley. Finley to Hampton. Green Wave defense has really So, both defenses have surprised me. Both of them are man-to-man. Now we got two more guys that have collided heads. Burton with a steal. Leonard Burton goes and kicks the ball back to Hudson. Hudson puts up a 14-footer, will not go, gets his own rebound, puts it back, will not go. Andy Matthew tips it back to Hudson. He gets another shot, will not go. Lamar Burton called for his third foul as he's on the back of Blake Parr. Green Wave had plenty of chances, couldn't get it to go.
I'll tell you that Chad Hudson had 3 shots at it.
Hampton and Hudson collided heads. I'm telling you, we've had more head collisions around here. They're going to start wearing helmets. 7:25 to go in this game. Hard-fought game by both teams. Finley with the ball, drives in, puts it up. Well, gets it to go. Finley with 18 in the game, Tommy. He's having a great game. Hudson with the ball. Down to Matthews. Matthews has it to go off his foot. We're going to be turnover on the Green Wave. Zach Payne in for Leonard Burton. Burton with 3 fouls. Collier with 3. Hudson with 3. Perkins with 3. Finley with the ball. Chad Hudson has 4.
Yeah, I had Finley. And I don't. Maybe he's got Fields. I thought he was going to get him for his 5th one there. I think he got Hudson or Fields instead. Yeah.
Second foul on Marvin Fields. Kennett will inbound the ball. Just under 7 minutes to go in the game. Harrell has the ball. Down to Finley. Finley over to Hampton. Hampton's driving in the lane. Puts up a shot.
Scores
boy.
Shot over the big 6'8" kid.
He sure did. Would you believe that's Tevin Hampton's first points of the game? He and Hudson have both been taken out of their games tonight.
And they're both good scorers.
Yes.
Good shooters.
Hudson to Matthews. Matthews on the line. Free throw line, tried to hit the big guy Payne. Instead, the ball tips out to Marvin Fields. Fields with his first bucket tonight. Zach Payne could not get the position at time, and he fouled Jarvis Finley, who's going to go to the line. Finley is 5 for 5 from the line.
Yeah. He's Mr. Consistent tonight from that free throw line.
Third foul on Zach Payne. First free throw up, in and out. His first miss of the evening from the line. 6:22 to go in the game. Malden on top of Kennett, 52-48. Second one, scores it. I like this guy's shooting. And boy, a big steal by Kevin Hampton. The fans from Kennett give him a great hand for all his hustle, but he was on the sideline, stepped out of bounds.
It was good hustle on his part.
Boy, he is quick. Nick Perkins, ball inbounded too. He still has it. Going to drive the baseline. Tried to get it over to Matthews, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Jarvis Finley of the Kennett Indians. Man, this game is getting intense.
It sure is.
Hudson to inbound to Fields. Fields to Nick Perkins. Over to Hudson. Hudson to Perkins. Down to Hudson. Hudson does a little juking, goes to Fields. Fields with a jump shot, scores it.
Marvin Fields hit a couple back-to-back buckets.
Marvin Fields with his 4th point of the quarter, 4th point of the game. 5:55 to go. Green Wave on top of Kennett, 54-49. Shot put up by the Kennett Indians. Hudson with a rebound, and Green Wave had the number, and Hudson loses control of the ball and gets it back. Gets it down to Fields. Fields for a fourth shot, and it went short. Hudson gets it to Matthews. Matthews puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Perkins. Okay, the Green Wave are controlling the boards now, both ends of the court. Harrell with the ball taken away by Nick Perkins, but he was on the out-of-bounds line.
He stepped in that passing lane. Very good play. Yep. Very good play, just out of bounds.
Leonard Burton back in for Zach Payne. Zach Payne played some very good minutes there to give Burton a little breather. Plus, Burton with 3 fouls didn't want him to pick up that 4th real quick. 5:24 to go in the game. Green Wave on top of 7, 56-49. Kennett inbounds deep in the backcourt there, which they can do.
Yep.
Jarvis Finley will bring the ball back. Green Wave in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Hampton with the ball, wanting to do something with it. He's going to drive down the baseline. He goes inside off his knee. Fields picks the ball up. He's going to be tied up by Ashton Harrell, and the ball will go to Malden on the alternate possession. Hudson with the ball. To Matthews for the free throw line. Turnaround will not go. Condor in for the Kennett Indians. Gets the rebound. Gets the ball to Finley. Into Condor inside. The big man goes up short. Rebounded, put back up by Randrick Crothers. He scores it. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 4:43 to go. Malden on top of Kennett, 56-51. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV. How are you doing today?
Doing great and wonderful.
Hello and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, so or this game tournament, so I'm not.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
Very good basketball game. Kennett Indians pull back within 5 of the Malden Green Waves, and they're playing very good. They're moving that ball around down there. They've got Malden. Malden has some young men in some foul trouble, and Nick Perkins don't seem to be himself tonight. I don't know if he's under the weather a little bit, but he's not even looking to score. It seems like he's got open shots, but he's a competitor at the very best. But these are 2 good teams going at each other, and anybody can win this ball game. And like I say, both of them's good teams, playing hard. Been a good ball game.
Well, Tommy, this is what I really thought the game would have been 8 days ago when we were watching Malden or Kennett at Malden, and Malden jumped out real quick. Both teams were in man-to-man presses, full court. Malden got a lot of turnovers on Kennett Indians and got them down. And then, like I said, the game stayed 12 to 20 point spread the whole game from there on after the first quarter, and Malden ended up winning by 16. Malden jumped out on top tonight there the first 3 minutes. Then Kennett came back and built a big lead. Malden started chipping away. We're going to have a walking call on Andy Matthews. Turnover on the Green Wave. And Malden tonight came back and have got in the game. And now Kennett's trying to come back. With 4:40 to go, Kennett sends in Hampton. Also, they send in Finley, and they send in Harrell. So Kennett substituting freely.
Sure are.
Trying to keep the fresh feet in there. Hampton with the ball. Puts up a lone 3. Scores it. Tevin Hampton with 5 1/4 and 5 in a game. Kennett back within a bucket. They trail the Green Wave by 2. Hudson with the ball. Across the timeline. Goes inside. Gives it to Fields. Fields for 3. Scores it. The bucket is good.
And I believe we've got a foul on the Kennett player.
They gave him a 2, Tommy. And we're going to have a foul. Malden will get the ball out of bounds. Both teams will be in the 1-1 after this foul is recorded. Foul is on Randrick Crothers for pushing off. Well, I want to say Crothersville. I apologize, Randrick. Malden's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-1. Okay, here we go. Both teams are now in the 1-1. Leonard Burton to the line. He is 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. He has 18, has not scored in this quarter. Shot up, short. Condor with the rebound. Gets the ball out to Crothers. To Hampton. 58-54. Malden on top with 4:05 to go in this game. Boy, Malden double teaming.
Got him trapped.
Hampton with the ball, gets it to Crothers. He skips it over to Finley. Finley for three. No good. Rebound by Kennett Indians. Put back up by Harrell. Would not go. Malden has a ball and they're running. Fields that time. A quick pass to Nick Perkins. Perkins couldn't handle it.
No.
3:43 to go. 58-54. Very low scoring game.
Is.
I thought it would be a much higher scoring game than this. I thought it was going to, we were kidding Coach Sokolov that this would be like a tennis match. Nick Perkins with a steal. Green Wave 2-on-1. Perkins going to go in and dishes off to Fields. Fields with a jump shot. No good. Matthews high up. Tips the ball. Kennett on the run. Jarvis Finley with the ball. He loses it. Perkins on the floor. Kennett comes up with it. Gives it to Hampton. 3:13 to go.
Well, both coaches are coaching hard on the sideline, Bill.
Oh, the fans wanting to make the calls there.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of refs in the stand.
Condor inside. Kicks the ball
Wide
out to
open
Hampton for three. No good. Rebound by Condor. He puts it up. No good. Ball tipped around. Pulled down by the Kennett Indians. Crothers has it. Ball taken away by Perkins. Back by the Kennett Indians. Finley in for a layup. Score, misses it. Rebound by Matthews. He has the ball knocked out of his hands. And we're going to have a foul on the Kennett Indians. I'll wait and see what number they put up on the board, Tommy. Foul's going to be on Cameron Condor, his second.
Well, there's a lot of action there for a while.
A lot of action. Leonard Burton to the line to shoot. A 1-and-1. Last time at the line, he missed the front end of one. He has 18 on the night. Game getting down to the very end. Free throws are very important both ways. Green Wave after this foul will be in the double bonus. Kennett will be in the bonus. Shot put up, will not go, but Kennett knocked the ball out of bounds. 58-54, 2:45. Coming in for the Kennett Indians is Blake Parr. Going out is Cameron Condor. Hudson to inbound under the Green Wave bucket. Ball into Fields. Fields into Matthews. Matthews back to Fields. Fields over to Perkins. Perkins to Hudson. Hudson working against the Indians. Perkins with the ball to Hudson. Hudson throws the ball away, but Fields gets it back for the Green Wave. Down to Leonard Burton, back to Hudson. We've got a timeout on the floor. Coach Ison said, I tell you what, guys, let's regroup here, I believe. So with timeout on the floor, you're watching the 51st Christmas Tournament from the Bloomfield Gymnasium on YHC TV.
Glenn St. Ford on Highway 49 North in Paragould is your Ford Mercury dealer. Glenn St. in Paragould has great deals every day on all Ford and Mercury vehicles. We also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles around. Glenn St. in Paragould has an outstanding service department with some of the top technicians in the country. We're located on Highway 49 North in Paragould. Glenn St. Ford, where our price and friendliness bring you here and our service bring you back.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college. Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+. I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, I tell you, this may be one of them games we was talking about. Whoever's got the ball last might win the ball game. These two Dunklin County schools have really went at each other, and it's been a nice ball game for the fans. Nice ball game for us. They both got out there and fought very hard, and both teams have done what they needed to do. Kennett has really, really impressed me how they came out and had a game plan and stuck with it.
Well, what has surprised me about both teams, we watched them play at Malden, and they played man-to-man press, both teams, full court, all the way. Yeah. And then all of a sudden Kennett in that after about 2 minutes, they went into a zone, and it took Malden about as long as it took me to realize they were in a zone instead of a man-to-man. And here I'm calling the game. Sitting up high, it's easier for me to see that. And Kennett's defense has really – they're quick.
You bet they're quick.
Malden then backed out of their man-to-man and got back into the game when they went to the half-court 1-2-2 trap.
Yeah.
So both defenses have adjusted very well from 8 days ago.
Yeah, that trap of Malden in that third quarter, that turned it their way. It looked very good. And there's been several turnovers both ways, but the reason for that is because of that good defense from each team.
Yeah. Looks like Zach Payne has got a little blood on him right now, and they're going to send, looks like Leonard Burton has, so they sent Zach Payne in for him. Had a stop in the action, not sure what it was. I guess they were letting the Zach Payne come in for Leonard Burton. Matthews with the ball. Green Wave having trouble to get it in. They get it into Perkins. He goes in, puts up a layup, will not go. Kennett with the rebound. Here's Crothers. Crothers quickly down to Hampton. Hampton does a spin move, puts it up. Ball blocked by Payne. Tommy, I tell you what, his wingspan has been a big difference in the last 2 games I've seen the young man play. Ball thrown in to Matthews, taken away by Blake Parr. Crothers with the ball, puts it up, will not go. Rebound by Parr. He puts it up on a reverse and going to be fouled by Zach Payne. That's Payne's fourth. To the line to shoot 2 for the Kennett Indians will be the 6'5 junior Blake Parr. Parr has 3 on the night. He's 1 for 2 from the line. That was in the first half. But he will be shooting 2 here. 58-54, 153 to go in the game. Boy, this thing's got wild here in the last minute, hasn't it? Parr's free throw up, scores it. Burton back into the game, Payne out for the Green Wave. Parr's second shot, short, rebounded by Leonard Burton. Nick Perkins quickly down the court, tried to hit Matthews with it. Kennett on the run. Jarvis Finley goes up and scores it. Nick Perkins commits the foul, his 4th. Jarvis Finley put it up and in, his 5th of the quarter, and he has 21 for the night. He goes to the line to try to convert on the 3-point play, and he is 5 for 6 from the line tonight. He can tie the game up with 1:43 to go. Free throw up, scores it. We've got a tied game with 1:43 to go. 58 all. Hudson with the ball, quickly down to Matthews. We've got a foul on Jarvis Finley. To the line to shoot 2 for the Green Wave will be Andy Matthews. He has 8 on the night. He's not scored in this quarter. He has 2 in the second half. Played a great ball game.
Sure have.
Matthews free throw up, scores it. 1:39 to go in the game. Green Wave on top of the Indians by 59-58, 1 point. Second one up, scores it. With 1:39 to go in the game, the Green Wave won a timeout. They're up on the Kennett Indians by 2, 60-58. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
Well, Bill, we got a minute 39 seconds to settle this thing. Malden up by 2. Malden's thrown the ball away, turned the ball over a lot tonight. A lot of it's been forced, some of unforced turnovers, and I'm sure Coach Ice is not proud about that. But I'll tell you what, this Kennett Indians hadn't quit. They just kept playing hard and playing hard. And Malden, Malden fought, got back in this thing, took the lead, and had it stretched out there at 5, 6, 7 points. But Kennett come down, scored. Anybody's ball game.
Well, you can look at the Green Wave. Chad Hudson with only 6 points.
Yeah.
Marvin Fields scored 6 points, all in this quarter. Kennett Indians, on the other hand, Tevin Hampton only has 5 points, all 5 in this quarter. And so it's been a little bit different game than what we thought it would be, especially with Hampton with the Indians. We thought he would score more than that. But Jarvis Finley has really picked the Kennett Indians up. He has 22 in the game. And you don't want to foul him.
No. And Nick Perkins hadn't had his good offensive game like he normally has.
No. Well, let's see if the Green Wave are going to full court press. Green Wave are going out man to man.
Sure are.
Carroll with the ball for the Indians. Jarvis Finley drives in, puts it up and in. Nice move by Finley.
Yeah.
8 in the quarter, 24 in the game. Hudson with the ball for the Green Wave, across the timeline. 3 guys on him. Somebody's got
to be open somewhere.
60 all with 1:10 to go in the game. Andy Matthews inside to Perkins. He puts it up, scores it. Nice pass by Matthews.
Nice.
Matthews had the open shot, but he dished off to Perkins, who was cutting toward the bucket. 62-60. We're under a minute to go in the game. Crothers with the ball for Kennett.
Oh, Kennett had got a timeout right before that steal, that's good.
Jim Vaughn called timeout before the pass with 51.9 seconds to go in the game. Malden on top of Kennett, 62-60. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
The absolute first thing is honesty is the best policy.
Treat people how you want to be treated. People keep coming back to Allen Christian because they get a good, honest, fair deal, and the service is second to none.
Just a family atmosphere with no pressure. We treat people right, and everybody seems to like it.
Try to take care of them the way we'd want to be taken care of, and our loyal customers know that. That's why they keep coming back, and we hope to continue that for a long time.
Technology makes everything easier, especially banking. At First National Bank, we use the latest technology to make banking with us more convenient, like online banking at www.onefnb.com. And online bill pay, always free of added fees at First National Bank. There is even a savings account created exclusively for online banking, the new higher earning e-savings account. It just goes to show how the right bank can make your life better. First National Bank.
What an exciting ball game this has been. It's 2 schools going at each other. Still anybody's ball game. Malden up 62-60 with 52 seconds to go, 51.9. Tell you what, I don't want to get in the free throw shooting contest this Kennett Indian team.
I'll tell you what, Tommy, we've had 4 great games in a row.
Oh, yes.
And it's great for the spectators. It's good for the student athletes. It's good for everybody that's here. It just makes it that much more competitive tournament. And it's just as what we thought. We really thought we would see some great games tonight in the first round, and that's unusual because last year, we waited. We thought there'd be at least one good game, and I think all of them are more than 20-point blowouts.
And we knew coming in, not taking anything away from Malden Greenway team, but by looking at the talent, Malden wasn't a 16-point better team than the Kennett Indians.
No.
Because Kennett has a lot of talent.
Yeah, we knew that.
And Malden had an extremely good game at their place, and that's not taking anything away from either team.
Kennett will inbound in the back court to Finley. Perkins is on him. Finley tries to throw underneath, and Green Wave take the ball away. Fields has it, gets it to Perkins, over to Hudson. 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to Perkins, down to Fields. Fields skips it over to Matthews, a cross-court pass. Hudson has it to Matthews, back to Hudson. 25 seconds to go. Perkins has it. Kicks it down the corner to Burton. Burton to Perkins, to Hudson. Hudson still has the ball. Down to Burton, out to Perkins.
Malden's handling the ball pretty good.
15 seconds to
Killing
go.
that clock.
And we've got a foul on the Kennett Indians with 13.5 seconds to go. We'll see who will be going to the line. Foul is on Jimmy Gooden, his first. To the line to shoot two will be Chad Hudson.
Malden milked a lot of time off that clock.
Very important for, yes, they did, Tommy. And they handled the ball very well.
Sure
They
did.
spread their offense out and got Kennett running. First free throw up by Hudson. He could make it a two-possession game here. 63-60, 13 and a half seconds to go.
Both teams got some good fans here tonight, Bill.
Well, that's good to see.
Yes, it is.
Second one good by Hudson. He has 8 in the game. Kennett quickly down the floor. Hampton with the ball. He's looking to put up a three. He does. No good. Short. Perkins with the rebound. Malden quickly down to Matthews. Matthews puts up a layup, scores it. Green Wave are going to win it. Green Wave pull this game out and beat the Kennett Indians 66-60. We're going to take a short break, come back with a wrap in just a minute. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Gregory's Creations, fragrant candles and lampe brochet fills the air. Brides are registering for fine china.
Many unique gift ideas and a warm, friendly atmosphere is created at Patricia's Tea Room. Plus, Patricia's Tea Room serves lunch Thursday through Saturday at 11 to 2.
Call J.R. York, attorney at law, if you've been injured by another's negligence, hurt at work, or denied disability. Over 20 years experience. J.R. York, attorney at law. Call 624-7406.
Glensane Motors has two great locations, Rector, Arkansas and Kennett, Missouri. Glensane Motor in Rector has all makes, models of GMC Yukon, Sierra trucks, and Acadias. Glensane Motors in Kennett has Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac, Buick, and GMC trucks. Glensane Motors located on Highway 49 North in Rector and 1607 Independence in Kennett. Glensane Motors, where friends bring you here and service brings you back.
Well, Tommy, a well-played game by
Very
both
well.
teams. A very good spectator game. And in the scoring, let's wrap this up. Leonard Burton, a high man for the Green Wave with 18. Then you had 13 by Nick Perkins, 12 by Andy Matthews, 8 by Chad Hudson, 6 by Marvin Fields, 5 from Michael Johnson, 4 from Ryan Kane. For the Kennett Indians, Kennett Indians were led in scoring by Jarvis Finley with 24. Then they had Donald Sims with 8. 7 by Jimmy Gooden, 5 each to Cameron Conder, Ashton Harrell, Tevin Hampton, 4 to Blake Parr, and 2 to Randrick Crothers. Again, the Green Wave on top, 66-60 over the Kennett Indians. That sets up tomorrow night's matchup. The last game of the evening should be a dandy.
It should be.
Bernie Mules,
Yeah.
the Malden Green Wave. They're not going to play a regular scheduled game this year. Bernie's been wanting this game.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's going to be a nice game. I was watching Coach Ison over there. He knows his Green Wave didn't get off their best of game, but he also knows that the Kennett Indians played them a very, very good defensive game. And
Kennett
both
Indians
teams are good.
Kennett Indians had a lot to do with Malden
Sure
not
bet.
playing as good as
That's
they
right.
did 8 days ago.
That's right.
I was very impressed the way both coaches changed their defenses and made the other team adjust to that. And I want to take hats off to both coaches for that. Jim Vaughn, nice job with
Nice
Kennett Indians.
job.
He's got that team looking very respectable right now. I want to tell you, they're going to be a team to reckon with in that consolation
think so.
bracket.
Yeah.
Malden Green Wave got a very tough game against them tomorrow night with the Bernie Mules, but the Bernie Mules have a tough game against the Malden Green Wave.
That's right. That's
So anybody's tournament yet. And again, glad that you have watched this tournament. Again, before we leave, we want to tell you, do not turn that TV off or change channels because you're going to see the post-game interview here with both Coach Ison and Coach Vaughn in just a moment. Again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. Allen Christian, A-Plus Medical Equipment, Three Rivers Community College, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the historic downtown Dexter, Welch, Todd, and Parker, the attorneys in Malden, and also Glensane of Rector, Kennett, and Paragould. Again, for Kim Stokes on the camera, Tommy Jacobs in the color, Bill Hampton, we want to thank you for watching, and we'll stay tuned for the post game.
Well, folks, here we are after the 7th game of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and as my buddy Bill Hampton says, it was a D-N-D-A-Y dandy. And I'm joined here with Coach Jim Vaughn of the Kennett Indians. Coach, your team played a heck of a ball game, and they really played hard. Kind of give me your assessment of the ball game.
Well, we've definitely improved since the last time we faced that bunch. They pretty well handled us at their place a week and a half ago. So, you know, the improvement is appreciated, but just so many situations where we show that we've got a long ways to go to where we need to get to be real contenders for anything.
Yeah. Folks, I know Coach Vaughn, and I know he's one of the hardest working coaches in Southeast Missouri, and I have absolutely no doubt that he'll have the Kennett program turned around here in a short period of time. One of the key points to the game, I thought, was when Malden went to their 1-2-2 half-court trap. I didn't think your kids handled that very well. What's your thoughts?
We really got, when we saw that, and we prepared for it. I mean, that's a trademark of Coach Ison, and he does a great job of coaching, and they play it well. But when we saw that and they went to it, we kind of you know, hit a little panic button for a little bit. We were passive against it. We were you know, we didn't attack it like we should. Made our adjustments at halftime and got a couple layups right away. But you know, we can't. We had a 10-point lead when they went to that, and then we give up 3 turnovers in a row, and it's just a different game after that. And that gives a team like that momentum that they need to, you know, to continue to push ahead. You can't do that with good teams.
Yeah, and then I saw you make an adjustment. You went to kind of a trap yourself there in the 3rd quarter, and I thought that kind of got them a little bit rattled and made them play a little quicker than what they wanted to.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. We may have should have done that from the get-go, but we did that from the get-go last time, and they pretty well knifed through it. So we want to throw something different at them to start with, and it worked for us well. We played a different zone than what they were used to seeing. But you know, maybe we should have just expended our kids from end to end, and maybe that would have been advantageous for us throughout the game.
Well, either team could have won this ball game. Unfortunately, yours came up a little short. Let's talk just a little bit about your opponent for tomorrow night, and that is Greenville. What do you know about Greenville?
I know they're big and they're strong. I know their kids are going to play hard. Coach Stein, a lot of respect for him. You talk about hard-working coaches. He's a guy that has really worked hard to get that program going in the right direction, and his kids are responding. He's got great discipline in his program, so nobody to overlook. I don't care what seed they are. You know, they're going to do what they do well. I think, you know, we're faster and quicker than they are, so I think pressure can bother them a little bit. But you know, if we give up the offensive rebounds that we continue to give up, then we could be in a lot of trouble tomorrow.
Well, folks, that's our interview, but I want to tell you that for those of you who have never coached, it is really difficult to come in and have an interview right after a tough loss. And I want to thank Coach Vaughn for coming in and being on White's seat tonight.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, 573-624-3528.
Hi folks, I'm Charlie Flanagan, and now I'm joined with Coach Robert Eisen from the Malden Greenway. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought win.
Thank you.
You beat a real good Kennett team tonight that scrapped, but your team came out on top. Give me a little bit of an analysis of the game from your viewpoint.
Well, when we played Kennett the first time, we wound up winning the game by 15. So I knew coming in, our kids would be a little overconfident. And Coach Vaughn, he's a good coach, and I knew he would go back and look at the tape, and he would have a game plan, and his kids would come out ready to play. And I think we come out flat. They did different things. They put it on the floor a lot more than they did the first time, and drove to the basket on us and got some foul trouble. And we just wasn't ready. We wasn't ready to play, but we came up with the win.
Now, I'm going to ask you what you thought the turning point of the ball game was, but I'll tell you what I thought. It was when you went to your 1-2-2 half-court trap. I don't think the Kennett kids handled that very well.
Right. I would say the same thing. We went to the half-court trap and were able to get some steals out of that and converted into easy baskets, and I believe that's what turned the game around.
Yeah, I think you were down by about 10 points sometime in the first quarter, and then at halftime, I think you were down by 3.
Right, and we can guard man to man, sometime, but we went to 12, and I think that really turned it around because we had kids in foul trouble all night. We had about 3 or 4 kids with 4 fouls, and it was just one of them things.
Yeah, I was talking to my son up in the stands watching your team, and I said, I think Malden has the makings of a pretty nice team. You've got the 2 big kids,
right.
You've got the number 32 that came in and played a nice ball game for you, and then you've got about 5 or 6 interchangeable guards that are just quick as cats and can do a real good job.
Right.
I would imagine you're really looking forward to the rest of the season.
I am, and like I tell our kids, we got the potential to be real good at times,
Absolutely.
and we got the potential to be bad. So, they got to keep working hard, and we got to cut back on turnovers. Turnovers are killing us and been killing us all year long, but, they have showed good poise on how to win the close games.
Your opponent tomorrow night is Bernie. What do you know about them?
They're athletic. They're young. They got big kids inside, 6'4", 6'5", and they well coached. So, I think it'll be a real good matchup. If we don't come ready to play, they'll blow us out the gym.
Well, we're all going to be here to see the Bernie and Malden game tomorrow night. And, Coach, once again, congratulations on a hard-fought win.
Thank you.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, and Dexter. 573-624-3528.